Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to what is obviously Warframe. Those of you who were with me yesterday will have observed that I have been working up Kullervo here in the background. I'm not entirely certain he's quite where I will want him in the end, but he's good enough for now. And yesterday, Bricage, if he's watching, took me to can't remember which mission it was now. Anyway, which kind of demonstrated rather nicely, along with a quick run through, which was it? Sayer's visions, that it's moderately capable on the steel path. So I thought, well, let's try Sturfler, because that one's quite difficult, especially if you end up doing it solo. Having said that, let's just be about it.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
And here we go. Doesn't do a particularly great job so far. And your personal observation here, he's having his health whittled down in yeah, this isn't going to work. Not already. Nope. Obviously not up for this part of the steel path, I can tell you that for nothing. I thought... Hello, Acronymus. I thought it was a reasonable test for Kullervo and Lethalis. Let's see how it worked out. And the simple answer is... didn't even come close. I'm just watching the replay a little bit here. It's almost embarrassing, that one. I either need better mods or better tactics. Worth a try. It was definitely worth a try. Yeah, I didn't even... That wasn't even as good as, um now I want to try Gauss. Just out of idle curiosity, see how a Gauss does it. Well, let's give him the same weapon, because the Thalas is actually kind of fun. Where is it? Yeah.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All
Yeah,
accounted for.
there we go. That's my usual.
All set. Serviced your weapons myself.
I don't imagine it'll make much difference, but it's worth. Gives you something to do, doesn't it? How are you doing, Acronius? Acronimus, I beg your pardon. Hope your day is going well. I got a suspicion the day I actually managed to do this one, I'll probably be quite happy.
With true mastery of the Tenno arsenal, will you succeed?
Surviving is one thing, actually. Well, didn't do any worse. I don't think. I'm not sure whether you could say that as a reasonable comparison, but it certainly wasn't any worse, was it? Actually, I ought to have a little stats. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I didn't even realize there was somebody else on the same mission. 18 kills. It's terrible. All right, and I am curious. Okay, so I did my reasonable best there. Let's try that again, just for fun.
All set. Service your weapons myself.
And yep, dual elemental, corrosive damage. See if I can get a few more kills with this. Actually, it's a reasonable comparison. It's not a bad comparison between the two. You know, two mechs. I beg your pardon. You know, both me specializing in melee for this.
And you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
Hello, Nocturne. How are you doing?
Going to introduce me to your little playmate.
Yes, I know. It's been the case ever since I started playing, I think. What I'm actually trying for is heavy attacks. I didn't even do... better.
It's early where Nora is.
17 kills, 18. So for me at least...
Does the Unum ever leave that tower? Can she leave that tower? Who is she? What?
I should have called this
Someone
Kullervo versus Gauss Prime. Which one
give it up.
does better on Sturfler? And the simple answer is they do about the same for me. So, I'm not sure that's necessarily going to be definitive, but yeah. And that was with both times me trying to use abilities as well. So, yeah. Not fantastic for me. But, you know, in my defense, it could just be that I'm a mediocre player. Well, that's what actually I was going to do today. I honestly, I have to confess, thought I would do a little better.
I will attempt to
But,
bypass this vault.
Something's changing. Something's growing. In
yeah,
place
it's
of
not
your
fantastic, is it?
basement. And that something
Oh well.
is called
I mean, it's not terrible. It's just that, yeah, I think I would do better off using a Gauss, to be honest with you. Yeah, be a better player. I mean, that would probably work, wouldn't it? Get better mods, which I don't have, and I have to wait for or grind for. But I am open to suggestions. Use my abilities better. Use the Natterak. Actually, the Natterak would have done better in that one. Okay, go on. Do it with a squad. Yes, that's what I said. I did actually say use abilities, didn't I? I was using abilities. I tried Redline with the Gauss and various configurations of. Well, what's the point of? Okay, the whole point about this was that Kullervo is supposed to be this fantastic melee frame. If you're doing things at range, that's close quarters. That's the best CQB. I mean, honestly, I would probably have done better with a Natterak. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to test that little theory. Just for the fun of it. I've got nothing else to do. Yeah, and I was, you know, here's the thing, and I know I've told you, I explained it before. I tend to favor melee, and I am terrible with abilities. I actually have to sort of get used to something to do that. I am not great at remembering or coordinating my fingers. I'm not the best player. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, basically, you know, I mean, the Thalus actually does pretty good. Damn. Okay, do you know what? Okay, let's try something I'm actually happier with. Let's swap out this. Let's go with my favorite. And let's do ourselves a quick upgrade. And I want corrosive for that one. So I don't want... My corrosion is shocking touch. And let's pop on Prime Fever Strike. And let's see if I've got enough capacity for shocking touch. I do not. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to sacrifice something. Oh, that's why it's not working as well. I got Prime Fury on there. Let's just stick Fury on. And what was I after? Get rid of Prime Fever Strike. Put regular Fever Strike on just so that I can get this on here. There we go. Yeah, okay. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. Oh, while I'm at it, and let's go with how I normally do this kind of thing. Yeah, infected clip and Stormbringer. Yeah, let's give that a bash. This is my sort of default loadout for this kind of thing.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
Not much better. Not much better. Yeah, I'm just obviously I'm just terrible at the game. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I thought Nasharok would actually do better, but no, no, no. Well, that was moderately amusing for a brief time. All that effort, and I can't do any better with the best melee mech. Yeah, I know, usabilities. But yeah. I have noticed, by the way, that Kullervo builds don't that I've seen online. No, I don't. Oh, I let's see. What have I got? No, I don't. Primary? No, I don't.
Ordis has been counting
No,
stars,
no,
operator.
Oh,
All accounted for.
which one did you say? Phantasma. Yes, I do. I do have that one. I've never really used it.
All set. Service Joe weapon.
I haven't even unlocked this lot. It doesn't look particularly fantastic to me. I mean, again, I haven't really worked with it. It's one of these things I'm gonna have to sit down and work with it at some point. I don't even know where that configuration came from. What's its? Yeah, no, it's not really set up, to be honest with you. But hey, you know, I'm prepared to give it a try. What is this anyway? Shotgun? Oh, yeah, it is. What's its skills here? Impact. It does radiation damage. Wouldn't have said so, to be honest. I mean, I haven't, like I say, worked with it, so I'm not sure that this is any of this is any good. If anybody's got any suggestions about how I can maximize this, given that I don't have, it's not modded. I don't have an Exodus weapon adapter at this point. I don't have a primary arcane adapter. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Absolutely. There we go. Now, bearing in mind, I don't have a whole bunch of decent mods. I mean, I've got whatever I've got, so I'm prepared to try it. Absolutely. Bearing in mind, I've got this is the default mod setup. Have I even? Yeah, I did upgrade it. Vigilante armaments. Yep. I mean, honestly, advice on builds is always appreciated. Mine always end up seeming to be about the same. Primed point blank. Yes, I know it's not maxed out. About as good as I can get. Yep. Okay. Charge shell. And contiguous spread. Let's right. I'm going to guess you're going to want fire rate and magazine capacity. Heat. Scattering Inferno. Okay. Or Incendiary Coat. Yep. Ah. So do we do something about its, I don't know. Suggestions fully received. Okay, fire rate. Nope. Vigilante further. And critical damage. And I've got just enough to put Ravage on. Yeah. That's about as good as I can get. Obviously, if I'd worked with this and modded it up, then I would have a better situation. But I've never really used this beyond ranking it up. I'm very surprised I didn't actually get rid of it. But... Alright, let's give that a bash. Come on, Misfit. Let's go try this again, just for fun. The efficacy of a Warframe. How many kills can you get on Stuffler on the Steel Path? Tell you what, if I get into the 20s, I will be sold. Oh great, there's somebody else here. That's a heck of a lot more effective than I thought it would be, I'll be honest. Which cast? I cannot remember which one that's up. That one is. No. Yeah, which cast? Which one is cast? Is that 2? Ooh. See, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, frankly. Yeah, which particular ability were you referring to? I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't Mark Rush. Ah, you mean kinetic plating? Okay, got it. Right. I'm not sure why. I am actually genuinely curious. I mean, yeah, it helps prevent him being knocked down, but... Ah, okay.
Ready to kick bottom.
I'm learning. I normally completely forget about that. Yeah, I don't have any duration mods. Not for Gauss.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
That's cheating, Acronymus. Oh, I see. Beam attack. Oh, ran out of ammo. Ran out of ammo.
With your enforcement. Yeah, ran out of ammo again.
reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now?
All right. So the real question is going to be what the stats like on that.
Clarity and purpose.
Better, it has to be said, but with everybody else involved, yeah. If I'd been solo, it wouldn't have worked out. I doubt it would have worked anywhere near as well. Everybody else being involved makes it a lot easier to carry me along. Yeah, I mean, and the reason I got better melee kills, of course, was because I got tired and just went in with a melee weapon. Oh, yeah. Obviously you did. It's yeah. Have to try that as a. What have we learned? Gauss is still pretty good. I would honestly, at this point, still rather take Gauss, and maybe something. Yeah, I think I'd still prefer to take a Gauss than Kullervo. I should have called that this, shouldn't I? Really. Now, granted, yes. I mean, and I keep. Yeah, I know. But it's a reasonable sort of test. Let me think about this a second. Yeah, it could easily be said that for the way I play, which is not optimum, because I always forget. As I said, I keep saying this. I always forget about abilities. For the way I play, I do as well, if not better, with a Gauss Prime than I do with Kullervo. So. And, as I like to say, I've got less than 1,000 hours in the game, so I'm still learning how to play it. Alright, let's see if I can actually... Mouse and keyboard. I don't have a controller. So, yeah. It's a Linux system. Oh, of course you can. It's a Linux system. Of course I play keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I could get a controller. Actually, I rather like this keyboard. Don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Yeah, it's a NuFi something or other. Hang on. NuFi Field 75. Hall effect keyboard. Nope, no number pad. I haven't used a numpad. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually wanted a numeric keypad on a keyboard. It's been a long time since I found it useful, to be honest. The other keyboard I use on the streaming system is actually, yeah. No. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I really... Oh, yeah. I mean, I actually like both keyboards. They have their strengths. The NuFi is arguably the best keyboard I've ever used. I'll be honest about that. It's a fantastic keyboard. It's not cheap, but it's a fantastic keyboard. For other things, I actually quite like Apple keyboards. But I only use that one on the streaming PC, so it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It just needs to plug in and work. I still use a Magic Mouse. I don't use it for gaming a little bit. This isn't a gaming mouse, but it's actually, I love this mouse. Not for gaming, but as a general all-purpose mouse. I do like Apple Magic Mice. Every time I switch between Magic Mouse and this one, this is a rather old MX Master 3. I much prefer. It feels weird switching between the two. I do wish they'd set up the a Magic Mouse better for gaming. I'd probably like it better. But yeah, for gaming, there is no doubt the MX Master 3 is much better than the Magic Mouse. But these are all personal preferences. I know people hate Magic Mice. I know that there are people who hate Apple keyboards. I used keyboards for... How long have I been using keyboards? Since I was 16. So, 44 years I've been using keyboards and mice of one form or another. What I've got here represents some of my favorite keyboards, I think, of all time. And mice. Which is kind of weird when you think about it. After 44 years. And I used the classic, the classic IBM keyboard? The one that people still rave about? Yeah, I used that. That's a very good keyboard. Nice and heavy and solid and loud. The Newfie is a nice combination of solidity and, yeah, it's not quiet, but it's not overly noisy. I swear the original IBM 102 keyboard, they made it noisy so that supervisors could hear what their employees were doing. But yeah. So, but no, right. And for those of you who come across this conversation later, this is Geek Talk with Shards of Insanity. I'm quite happy to talk geek. I mean, I started out with obviously wired mice with a rollerball, and you had to take out the rollerball every so often and scrape off the gunk to get it to work properly, and then clean the rollers on the inside. You had to do that on a fairly regular basis. And we thought they were high tech. Right. Okay, I tell you what. So, this is a subject I'll obviously going to end up returning to. I think what we'll try and do is do Nightwave. I am deficient in that, so let's sorry, Nasharuk is going back on. Yeah, the Nasharuk Velox Prime and Gunston Prime is almost my favorite setup, even if it's not the best one. It's the one I like. And hang on. I am on the right one.
Well put together,
Yeah.
operator.
Yeah, that
Now
works
get
for
out
me.
there and
Cut down the...
make the Lotus proud.
Yeah, I might as well, mightn't I? Gone to all this trouble. Oops, I'm in the wrong place. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. 15 missions. Yeah, I think Prakash took me to that last night. Alright, so, but what's easy? Hijack a cruise ship. Kill 150 enemies with toxin damage. What are we looking for in particular? Oh, I've just been testing. What? Okay, now I'm not sure what I'm not sure what everyone's talking about. So back. That's an interesting one. I normally keep the creds here for. Should I? Well, I never use them, honestly. Seriously, I'm not too likely to. What we got? No. See, this one's pointless. Squad receives 150% shotgun ammo recovery. I mean, that kind of assumes you get a squad together who are all using shotguns. This doesn't make sense unless everyone's using rifles. I've got that one, I think. No, I don't. But I have Thieves' Wit. And to be honest with you, I tend to save it for Nitane Extract. But I'm not going to for right now. I probably wouldn't use them. I might give them to somebody, but I probably wouldn't use them. Let me try and rank some of this up. What are we up to? Why do you say that? It's not necessary. Yeah, well, obviously I understand why, but I doubt I'd ever use it. There you go. I got it. But normally, like I say, I go for Nitane Extract. Because I don't like grinding for Nitane Extract. It's a pain in the bottom. Oh, I've got 63, so I'm okay for now.
Yeah.
So, what was I doing? Fly your kite 1,500 meters. Oh! Actually, do I have that? I thought... Okay, now I'm mildly curious. I can't remember whether I got... I think I do have that. I think I could summon her... Summon Keith in. That might be fun. Hang on a second. Yeah, I've got it. Let's go and cheat the game a bit.
And whose business are you about today, Drifter?
What, you mean basically make it full auto? And it's not called auto trigger. What's it actually called?
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
Yeah, I got you. Fire with melee with fire weapon input? No. Melee with I'm honestly not seeing the option you're talking about. Ah, manual. Fire weapons continuously. That one, you mean. Got it. I'm not sure about that one. Honestly. Eh. I probably won't notice the difference. We'll try it. Right. Let's go and fly for 1,500 meters because that sounds like a bit of fun. Okay, when you say QOL, do you mean quality of life or something else? Huh, there we go.
Saddle up.
Do I really care about what I am? Oh. Was I set to default puncture that whole time? No, it's not the best move I've ever made. Yeah. Gotta remember, I'm turning into an old man. A lot of what as I get older, despite still being able to talk geek with my nearly 18-year-old son, I am losing touch with we'll say the younger generations. They say things and I sometimes just don't understand. Any old people watching will understand what I mean.
You know, every now and then a melancholy off-worlder
Yeah.
will arrive, thinking to get themselves Vaska infected as a means to live forever.
And it carries over into video games as well. Oh, somebody's having fun down there.
Full grown. Male. A rare pleasure, my little friend. Adult. Male. Note the superficial similarities to the Ashen Guarda. But this specimen's eyesight and digestive
Look at me!
have evolved to serve a rodent
I'm ground attack.
visits the surface world.
Those devices draw energy from Vombalists. Make use of them.
What I want is a few of those airborne enemies so I can do some air-to-air combat with a Velox Prime. This is actually kind of makes a change from the usual.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Just waiting for the achievement, really.
But remains close by, wary of you.
Full grown. Female. A foul-tempered omnivore, but key to maintaining ecosystemic balance.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen anybody fly
In its prime, this
a
one.
Kaith
Female.
here.
Properly skinned and sewn. A Kawaka.
I'm not positive, but I don't think I've ever seen that. Don't know why I'm sure I'm trying to shoot that though. Have I not flown 1500 meters yet? Is there a way to check on progress of your Nightwave? Oh, did I? Oh, okay. In which case, all done. I missed that. I missed it. Makes a change. Ah. Oh, got it. Yes. Thank you. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, who's shooting at me, and would you please stop? You know, that's one thing I've never really I don't know how to do, is defeat those. I don't know how you do it. I've never quite figured it out, and I ought to at some point. Not solo, no, but I've been around when other people have done it. So I don't actually know how to do it, if you can believe that.
Female. Traditional Ostron hunters and bridge wardens still use the feathers of the contract as fletching for their arrows.
I think it's... Aren't you supposed to do... aren't you supposed to do things like get hold of the Eidolon lures, and I can't remember all the details. Yeah. Get those Eidolon, and I cannot pronounce that last name in a hurry. At one point, it's one thing to do at some point. But right now I'm doing Nightwave, so this is turned into a much more relaxing thing than I initially intended. He looks irritated. Yeah, I'm extracting. Go find out what the next thing is. Actually, talking of extraction, there is something I need to extract from my bladder. I hadn't realised I'd been going that long. Right, so yeah, let me take a quick trip.
Impossible behind you. All that remains is what is necessary.
Let me take a quick trip to the toilet, and I will be right back. Right, and I'm back. Okay. Let's finish off killing 1,500 enemies. That should be an easy one. Let's go find a suitable defense mission and probably take along. Let's see what we got. Let's have a look, see if we can do both at once. Is there a nice, suitable... Let's do conjunction survival. Oh, it just... Yeah, why not? Let's do conjunction survival. Orokin, level 33, and I will take... I will take Titania. And make sure I've got her set to the right one. Why do I have Thieves' Wit on there? Does it matter? What do I normally have instead of Thieves' Wit? I can't remember what I normally have instead of Thieves' Wit, but that will do. What do I normally have put on there? I can't remember what I normally put on. Oh, Ironclad Flight. No, it's Aviator. Yep, that's what I normally put on there. Right, let's go and do an Omnia Fisher. Get the remaining enemies and slaughter them. This is within my limited capabilities. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Mix the Dragon. How you doing? We're just doing bits today.
The enemies are dropping reactant. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. The Orokin Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
Ah.
If you have a necromech, this would be an excellent place to deploy it. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
It's awfully quiet. I do have the helmet unlocked. I have fed numerous Warframes to it. I even have a helmet charger.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack. The sentient is on to you. Look out for troopers.
Probably. I probably have.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search.
What is Grendel's third ability? Because I don't remember.
Extraction is ready.
Do I really need to do this anymore? Done what I came to do. Might as well.
These manifestations, they aren't from the neural sentry. Destroy them. They are drawing from your life support.
It's always fun when I get the opportunity to use a necromech.
Relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Did they change the camera angle on me? Yeah, that's kind of what I don't remember. I'm not that familiar with as I have repeatedly said, I am not great with abilities. I always forget them, or nearly always. I mean, obviously, I'm not forgetting it right now. But even now, I can't be bothered to go up to 10. Razor flies. I do know how to do that. Sorry, didn't mean to shoot at Araxia. Immediate reaction. Hey, Brikash. How are you doing today? How are Fixie and Fixie? Phoebe and Pixel. Otherwise known as Fixie now. I actually have an experiment I'll be running this weekend, which may make things a little bit different for Twitch. I have more or less figured out how to do a multicast without going through Restream. Now, it's not perfect. But it would mean... oh, right. But my plan is... oh, I shouldn't expound while I'm still in the middle of something. So, here's the thing you can do. Sort of. You can run 2 instances of OBS. And the idea is you use one of the instances to run YouTube and the other one to run Twitch. And that allows me to run them at different resolutions. I could still do widescreen, but I could do 1080p widescreen. I could downscale the Twitch to 1080p widescreen. And I'm going to try it and see what happens. It's not a straightforward thing to do. It's not as convenient. But in principle, yeah, I should be able to do that. And hopefully, my internet connection will support it. And yeah, like I say, I can only use the capture card on one OBS instance at a time. And I think I can only use the webcam on one instance of OBS at a time. But what I can do is set up a virtual camera based on the streaming scene. And I can use that on the second instance of OBS. Or at least it looks like I can. How it's all going to work is why I'll do an experimental run this weekend, see what happens. And that may be better for Twitch viewers. It's all going to depend on whether... because I'll need about 12,000 kilobits per second to manage it, which is 2/3 of my upload speed. Should be okay. We'll try it. Unless I try these things, I won't find out. I'll be very interested to see if my streaming computer can manage 2 separate streams at 60 frames a second. But that may be a little bit... Twitch may be happier with that. Like I say, it's not the simplest setup in the world to do. It's not convenient by any means, but you know, I'll run the experiment and see what happens. Well, it turns out what I'm doing today is running an Omnia Fisher. Yeah, and if I put the word experimental, people will watch it for some reason. But yeah, no, it's going to be fascinating to see. Because when I started researching that a long time ago, multicasting, Restream was the obvious option and the easiest option, to be honest, and cheapest because it's free for 2 accounts. The only downside is I wouldn't be able to see chat very well. I would have that. I'm going to have to work out how I get to see. I couldn't see a single chat. Restream has this thing. I can look over at chat and I can see people talking in Twitch and YouTube. But if I do separate streams, I can't. I'll have to keep craning my neck and looking at different displays to see what people are saying. But I'll try it. Probably Saturday. But the interesting thing is, I didn't actually come across anybody saying how they did it. At least not with a capture card. So like I say, the basic idea is what you're seeing now would be basically made into a virtual camera, and then the second instance would use the virtual camera as the display, and we'll see how that works out. In principle, it looks like it should work.
Hiding Lua in the void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these void-stained enemies.
There are supposedly plugins for OBS, but I haven't found one that is convincing to me.
Oculus, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. Has detected you. Fighters incoming. We're near a fissure.
Well, this is what you call a target-rich environment.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
And doubtless I will go into extreme detail while I'm doing the run. I'm sure there are videos about doing what I'll be doing.
It's as if the void wants us to find this.
Oh, that was fortunate. Yeah, I'm going to be really... I mean, there's going to be some interesting things I'm going to find out. Can my little Mac actually handle 60 frames a second on 2 different streams simultaneously? That's going to be interesting. I think it might, actually. Do I have enough memory to do it? In principle, I should.
Another job well executed.
Yeah, I'm sure I have a reason for actually collecting Luithrax plasm, but I can't remember what it is. When did I pick up lunar pictures? Oh, wait a minute.
Flash and bite. The day is won not with a strike to the heart, but 100 cuts about it.
Oh, right. Run 2 more missions. And when did I scan?
That's all from me.
I'm almost certainly going to forget at some point, so when's what's his face? Never mind. Yeah, when's the Void Trader back next? I think it's next week, isn't it?
Your job is to distract the enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much-needed supplies. Make your presence known. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
So I'm assuming, Rikash, you enjoyed your dancing. I haven't been dancing in so long. It's ridiculous. And yes, I used to be quite the dancer. Competitive ballroom in Latin America, as a matter of fact. Many years ago. Right, so it'll be, yeah, it won't be.
I've
It'll be
delivered a
next
life
Friday.
support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. Life support incoming. Additional life support has arrived.
Looks a bit like a jackal. Got to remember, can't fly through windows. All this firepower and you can't fire through a window. Ah.
Life support has been replenished.
Your crowns are
Oh, there you are.
both others.
Come here, you little monster. Ah. He was certainly cut off in his something or other. Hello, Misfit. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't done the most important thing today. Haven't hugged a Kubro. Oh, thank you. Alright, well, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not going to be doing this much longer, to be honest. I'll finish this particular doohickey and probably sign out. What the heck is... I mean, I know it says Chrome, but... One quick ankle biter mode there.
Ready. Go to extraction.
Yeah, thank you. As soon as I can figure out where I'm going.
in! Why? You're not Columbus. Did Ticker send you?
Another job well executed.
Right. Oh, and yes, that's why I went there. I wanted the 3 former because, 32 is not enough. Actually, I've used a bunch in the last couple of days. 6 or 8. 8? Yeah, about 8.
Well,
But hello, Misfit. Come here. Be petted. The most important part of the live stream is now taking place. And just to make sure everybody saw it, there we go. What a cute little monstrosity she is. Right, yep, so that's pretty much me done for the evening. I will be back, obviously, tomorrow morning. I'm making a shield in Vintage Story. And in the Long Dark, I'm about to do a dash across Forsaken Airfield back to the vacant depot, and then possibly go to Sundered Pass, which would probably kill me, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks very much for watching. Much appreciated. Thank you for the likes. And if anybody's subscribed, and I haven't checked, but I will do now. I'm just checking.
Operator?
And thank you very much for the subscription. That was actually a bit of a surprise. If anybody watching this later hasn't subscribed and you've made it this far, possibly you should consider subscribing. I will see you all next time.